And this time in granting sainthood.
News Channel 5 at 6 starts right now.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Western Colorado. News Channel 5.
6 in 1?
Coverage you can count on.
And cue.
Good evening, and thank you for choosing News Channel 5 at 6. I'm Jorma
Okay,
Duran.
we are
And I'm
into your
Christina
intro. Stand
Right
by,
now, a
please.
groundbreaking ceremony for the new fire station of the Lower Valley Fire District is taking place.
The two-story operational facility will serve the district's career
I guess
and
I don't
volunteer
need the live
firefighters, and it's all new at 6 o'clock. News Channel 5's Amanda Brandeis was at the celebration and joins us now live from News
Talk,
News
Amanda.
Station in Fruita with more on the future facility. Good evening, Amanda.
Christina and Jorma, this big space behind me is where the future state-of-the-art fire station will be housed. The groundbreaking just got finished moments ago. Officials tell me this new fire station is necessary because their call volume has dramatically risen. Here today we had community members, firefighters, commissioners, and a lot of folks just excited about the new fire station. Now joining me live is Fire Chief Frank Cavalier with more on this future facility. Talk to us about why you guys need this extra space.
Well, we are now providing 24-hour coverage with career firefighters to help augment the volunteers. So we need operational space for them to sleep, for them to eat. We also need apparatus space so that we can house the necessary equipment to respond to all the different kind of emergencies that we do respond to.
Perfect. And just tell me how everyone's feeling about this. How excited are you all?
They're very excited about this. This has been something that's been years in the making, and it's just a very carnival atmosphere right now because we finally do see with the actual groundbreaking, and as you could see all of the construction equipment here, that it has actually started.
Start to
Perfect.
wrap.
And now can you give us a timeline for this fire station?
Approximately 6 months, and hopefully we'll be done beginning of April is when the contractors say that we should be into the building.
Okay. Anything else you want the community to know?
No, I just want to say very much support from our community. The volunteers here, the career people, very dedicated, offer their time and talent to help serve our community.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Frank. And for now, I'll send it back to the desk.
News Channel 5
And you
weather.
are clear. You are clear. Very nice job. Thank you.
And cue.
And Chief Meteorologist Greg Gould joins us from the weather wall with his first forecast. And
Talk to you
tell us
later.
what you got, Greg.
Oh, well, Jorma, it's a beautiful day
Bye-bye.
outside. Perfect way to start off the work
Yes,
week
yes,
here
yes.
on the western slope. Let's get right to it. National loop of satellite showing
kinda,
clear and
sorta.
dry
I'd say roughly
conditions
about
throughout
that. You've been
most
way
of
into
Colorado.
the
As a matter of
year.
fact, all of
I think,
Colorado stretching
I think
all the way
Frank was still
from
more
south
or
to
less
the
changed
west
the-
coast.
a little
And that
more
will
than
Change the
remain
remote
over
now.
the
Yes,
next
started.
couple of
Double
days.
click.
It's a beautiful
You
shot
should.
up on the mesa at Powderhorn Ski
All
Resort.
right, I'll
You
talk
start
to you
seeing
later.
some of those
Okay,
aspens
bye-bye.
starting to change over that fall foliage of the
Oh,
yellows
Taylor?
and oranges.
surely will.
Beautiful looking time
We'll call 'em a whole
up on
lots
the
of
mesa
things.
throughout the next couple of weeks, as well as up in the high
Developing
country.
story
Arapahoe Basin
one.
starting to make
Shut down
snow.
VO2.
Overnight lows will be
Thank you.
allow for temperatures to drop below the freezing point. You can see a couple of the snowmaking guns right there, as well as right there. So they are
Shut
on their
down
heels of getting the
SV1.
snow machines
Okay.
out and
1,
up
2,
and running.
3.
Currently
Good,
back
sir.
here on the western slope, a perfect day. Temperatures in the mid
Well, this is
70s
trap.
right now. And for your
Oh.
weather headlines, a nice looking start to our week. However,
Oh,
we've
great,
got some
great,
changes
okay.
Start
later
to-
on in the
let
week
me
that
see
will
what
allow
we're
for a
doing.
cool and clear weekend. All those
I'd say we're
details
still
for
maybe
Christina
about
and
2.5,
my
3 minutes
forecast.
away from him.
Cue.
We are only hours away from
Just
a
an
partial
FYI.
federal government shutdown because Democrats and Republicans are locked in a showdown over a temporary funding bill and provisions that watered down the president's health care law. A Senate vote this afternoon put the budget back in the hands of the House by sending them a bill that will keep the government running
Hey, guys, I don't know
without
if you
Republican
have
language
the
weakening the
proper
president's
materials
health care
there,
law.
but
Democrats
there's
say
kind of a
Obamacare
spot,
is not going
on
to
the
change,
camera lens
but
that's
that
very
is
noticeable
exactly what
whenever,
House Speaker John Boehner
Taylor kind of
intends to
stands in
do.
a certain position. Is there a way that you could kind of wipe that lens down a little bit? Is there time to do that?
Senate bill, add to it
Yeah,
a
yeah.
one-year delay.
Well, I would say maybe it's kind of center
And
up,
get rid of
kind of.
the
Although
exemption
don't
for-
wipe it with your fingers, just if you have.
So if there is a
tissue
partial
of some
government
sort.
showdown, passports will be delayed, federally backed mortgages and gun permits won't be processed,
Yeah,
and about
it doesn't look
800,000
horrible by any
federal
stretch,
workers
but we
would be
get rid of it.
forced off the
It's,
job without pay.
So how will this potential federal shutdown directly affect the western slope?
Officials with the Bureau of Land Management say they began planning about a week ago for the possibility of shutting things down.
Okay, no, that's
More than
okay.
100
Like I say,
employees in
it's
the
only
Grand
when he's
Junction
kind of
area
in a
alone
position,
would not be coming
otherwise
to
you
work,
can't see.
as well as hundreds in the Northwest Colorado
yeah.
District, meaning
How's
all
that
of these
shut?
employees won't be paid
Okay.
until an agreement is
Okay.
made. While there
Yeah, no,
will be
no, but
access
that
to
should be
plenty of
satisfying.
BLM
It's all
lands,
good. Don't
certain
worry about it.
camping areas will be closed, among them Mud Springs and the North Fruita Desert.
If they want to come to our field offices, we won't be there to give them maps or to answer questions or any of the myriad of things people come to see us on a daily basis, and also some of those camping areas.
Q.
Side employees who work to ensure life and property protection, including law enforcement and emergency services, will remain on the job. In addition to the BLM, national parks, including
Okay,
the
I'd say,
monument, as well
about
as
a
museums,
minute
will
until
close.
we're out to
However,
him.
as we've mentioned, mail carriers, airport screeners, and the U.S. military will stay on the job.
Officials are promising that direct aid to Colorado flooding victims won't be affected by the possible government shutdown, but the standoff in Washington could still end up hurting the state's recovery efforts. Emergency funding distributed by FEMA, the Small Business Administration, and Housing and Urban Development Department would continue to flow if a shutdown takes place. However, a spokesman for Senator Michael Bennet says worker furloughs in those agencies could still slow down operations. Help in rebuilding Colorado's roads before the winter starts could also be delayed, depending on the pay situation for out-of-state National Guard members who are planning to help rebuild the road
Okay,
to Rocky
we are into
Mountain
his
National
intro.
Park.
Stand by, please.
The owners of Grand Junction's only ice skating facility announced their plans to reopen the arena within the next 2 months.
After a lengthy legal battle that led to the closure of the ice rink for more than 3 years, owners are excited to move forward. News Channel 5 reporter Taylor Canoost is live from Glacier Ice Arena with more details about today's big announcement. Good evening, Taylor.
Good evening, Jorman and Christina. The owners of Glacier Ice Arena announced the big news this morning to the Grand Junction City Council in what they hope is finally the end of a crazy 3-year stretch. Now, back in 2010, the arena was forced to shut down after a faulty ice refrigerator system was installed by a Canadian contractor. In December of 2011, owners won a lawsuit against the contractor, but the funds awarded to them came too late to salvage the rink. However, recently, thanks to a number of investors, the ice rink will be brought back to life in just over a month from now.
We are into his soundbite.
For the last
Stand by,
3.5 years,
please.
and we again formed a group and
Q
put
Taylor.
them together, and we're looking forward to open up in November.
It's still early in the process, but arena owners hope to set up several hockey and ice skating programs through the Grand Junction Parks and Rec office. And along with scheduling some events, there's still plenty of work to do before the reopening here of the arena, including installing a brand new refrigeration system. But for now, reporting from Glacier Ice Arena, Taylor Canoost, News Channel 5.
Q.
Taylor, thank you.
And he is
The
clear.
Pro Bono
Very nice.
Project
Thank you,
in Mesa
guys.
County hosted
VOs
a meeting
in
this
one,
morning
SOTs
talking
in
to
two.
All right,
landlords
talk to you
and
later, good
tenants
sir.
about new laws and the
All right,
use of
bye-bye.
marijuana in the household
Jim.
was the topic
you.
that brought the most interest. Officials say
Appreciate it.
before marijuana
Surely.
was legal, a landlord was able to evict a tenant because it was considered a criminal violation by providing them with a 3-day notice. But now that marijuana is legal, the rules to evict a tenant have changed.
In order to evict for that activity, the tenant would first have to be noticed with a demand for compliance or possession and be given a chance to cure their behavior. So basically, not smoke again.
Q.
Officials say it's up to the landlord to decide if medical marijuana will be allowed in the home. Officials also recommend that landlords have a smoke-free provision in their leases or ban all controlled substances, according to federal law instead of state law.
Well, let's take a live look outside with Sky 5 over the Grand Valley. It's currently 79 degrees at the KREX studios. Chief Meteorologist Greg Rule will be in with your complete weather forecast.
1 and 2.
Find out why lawyers for a theater shooting suspect James Holmes may not be ready for February's trial date.
Plus, we'll tell you which 2 popes Pope Francis plans to grant sainthood to. When News Channel 5 at 6 continues.
Roll break. Clear. All right. 13 heavy.
Weather bumps in 1.
Good A block.